Modern Warfare 2 has been out for a few days now, and I thought I would release a video talking about my honest thoughts on the game so far. And to be very clear, I am loving it. I absolutely am having a blast on multiplayer. I haven't had fun on multiplayer since Cold War, but that didn't sustain me the entire year. I kind of got bored of it. Vanguard, I just couldn't finish playing the multiplayer. I played it for a few hours total, but this multiplayer is refreshing. It's new. I really like it. And I honestly have very few complaints. I do have a list of things that I've been writing down over the past few days of things that I just cannot stand, and things that are either buggy or need to be fixed. I totally get that it's only a few days into the game's life cycle, so there are still going to be bugs, but there are a few bugs that I still have been noticing and I want to just get out into the public. I really like the leveling up system for guns. I really like the camo system. I really like the maps for the most part. We'll get into that. And I really like some other things, along with gameplay, graphics, how the game feels, how smooth it is. It's very fun to play. But this video is going to be talking about all the things that I have not really enjoyed, which is a very small list, but it is a list nonetheless. So let's get into it. First off, I wanted to talk about multiplayer maps. Most of them are awesome. I have been having a lot of fun on them, but there are two maps that I just cannot stand. And I'm pretty sure everyone's going to agree with me on at least one of the maps. One of them is the Santa Sena Bridge, which has a million cars. It is the dumbest map I've ever played in multiplayer. I promise the first day when I first played that map, I died 6, 7, 8 times just to exploding cars, and I almost want to click off every time I play that map. So that's a huge one. I can't stand that map, and I know a lot of people hate it. I truly don't understand how it got into the game. The next map is Turok. I feel like it's a little too big, but not only that, it's just weird. It's massive, it's open, and the flags are in okay spots, but there's just so much open space on the sides that it makes it extremely slow, but also very annoying to play on. One of the huge complaints that I have with this game so far is the spawn system. I know that Modern Warfare 2019 did this system. They call it the squad spawn system, which I cannot stand. I hate it. I want to be able to spawn on my side, and I think there should be sides in a match. Obviously, if you're getting camped or spawn trapped, then switch it up a little bit. But the squad spawn system has killed me so many times. So what it is it spawns you next to a teammate as opposed to where you should be or what side is technically yours. So you could spawn into the middle of the map, you could spawn on the enemy side. As long as there's a teammate there, it's going to spawn you near them. And the spawn systems in this game are just terrible. I can't stand it. I have died so many times, and in this gameplay that you're watching, you can see multiple times where I spawn in, and within 3 or 4 steps, I've been killed. Because there's a man there standing, just camping, and it spawns me next to him. Or I spawn in, I turn around, walk a few feet, and there's already the team is up on me. It's really annoying. I can't stand it. I don't know why they do this squad system. I get that you're trying to play as a team, but it's a terrible spawn system that honestly really hurts my multiplayer experience and makes me quite annoyed. I have not just been killed by it, but I've also seen where enemies spawn right in front of me and I just get to kill them. They don't even get to take a few steps just because their teammate is close by, which I think is really dumb. I understand that it can work really well on ground war and really large maps, but on 6v6 multiplayer, it is not good. Another thing that I don't like is how there's no barracks. There's no way to tell if you're progressing through calling cards. There's no way to tell what challenges get you new calling cards and emblems. I understand it's the preseason. I assume that this is going to be coming with Season 1, but I just don't understand why it didn't release with the full game. Because every game in the past has released with a bunch of calling cards that you can work towards and unlock, plus the seasonal ones that come out every season. I don't understand. The calling cards are here in the game. You can find them in the private matches, but you can't find them anywhere else. They're here, they're just not available to be seen, which doesn't make any sense to me. Another huge thing that I don't like is something that's quite easy to fix, and that's just the after-action report on weapon leveling and XP gaining. You can't skip it. You can't skip the animation of what you're leveling up, how you're leveling up, and what you're unlocking. It's very annoying, and I have had instances where that animation is still going, but then it loads me into another game, and I don't have the opportunity to back out, go to the bathroom, or whatever I need to do. Another one is how long it takes to level up launchers. I think the XP system on launchers is broken. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this, but it's been 4 days, and I just barely got my Strela to the level that it needed to be to get the camo and go for gold. There is one bug that I have noticed, and it's coming out of water. In this gameplay, you actually are going to see it once, but I'm stepping out of water, and it almost freezes my screen and slowly moves me upward. It doesn't let me pull out my gun. It just kind of slowly moves me upward, and it got me killed, actually, in this instance. I was going to hop out and get the jump on someone, but they were able to hear me turn around, and I didn't even have my weapon up. I was just slowly inching forward or out of the water. It was kind of a weird little glitch, and that's happened multiple times. And lastly, the UI. I don't want to feel like I'm in a streaming service. I want to be in Call of Duty. Looking how the UI and the layout of everything is kind of strange. I'm starting to get used to it, but it's still just a little off to me. But the part that gets me the most annoyed is the social tab, the partying up system, and the UI for the social area. It used to be triangle on PlayStation. You would hit triangle, and you could find all your friends online, invite them, see who's in your party, etc. Now, you have to hit options, you have to scroll over to social, or you can hit R3, but it doesn't tell you your friends online unless you open up a separate tab. It doesn't tell you who's inviting you. It doesn't let you know when you're invited or if you can accept an invite. It doesn't let you see what players are playing what. It's just very strange to me, and it doesn't make much sense. Other than that, I'm really liking the game. I know some of these are nitpicks and that they can be fixed really easily. I'm just getting them out there so that the public knows that I've run into these issues, and hopefully you have too. If you've run into other issues, please leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you're running into. Also, let me know what you like and dislike about this game. Let's get a conversation going in the comments, and I'll respond to as many as I possibly can. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button and like button. It really helps me out growing this channel and getting it started so that we can reach lots of people with my content. Other than that, have a good day.